Now guys, today do I have just the review for you. Yes indeed, today we are looking at the most Radio.co appropriate mic and boom arm. And why is that, you ask? Red and black, baby. Red and black.
This video is made by Radio.co. To start your free Radio.co trial in seconds, head to Radio.co and click on the pricing page.
Yep, Joby are famous for doing a bunch of beginner-ready audio accessories. It just so happens that the vast majority of these accessories are super accessible. How do I know this? Well, I myself own the JOBY Wavo ring light. And girl, let me tell you, the selfie quality is sublime. So when I heard all the hubbub about their mic and boom arm combo, well, I was intrigued and I jumped at the chance to review it. So here we are, it's the JOBY Wavo Pod microphone and boom arm accessory. So what do I think? I don't love it, but I really do think it's got its merits, particularly for beginners. And in honesty, I would absolutely recommend it to any radio rookie out there wanting to get started and not knowing where to start with this setup. But why don't I love them exactly? Well, let's have a little look. So as I say, these two colour-wise, gorgeous. Can't knock that colour combo. I wouldn't say that this mic is particularly sleek. I wouldn't say it's a particularly beautiful design, but it certainly gets the job done. It is quite clunky, and again, it's not really the prettiest design, which, you know, for particularly YouTube content creators is something to maybe consider. That being said, for gamers, it might well fit in with your brand. My main design letdown is that it's this gorgeous red and black combo, but we've got a little blue light here. I know I'm being finicky, but that bothers me. So to look at them really, I would wager that their design is clearly created with accessibility in mind. And that is not a critique at all. If anything, it's a merit. In the least patronising way possible, I would kind of refer to this as like baby's first mic sort of thing. But ultimately, there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yeah, these might appeal to the odd pro, but again, for radio rookies, it's perfect. I think JOBY is a brand that really knows its audience, and that is really admirable. I might say that radio aficionados would probably Wavo them goodbye though. So it's true, there's nothing complex about these tools, like at all. And to like a major professional, this may well seem very amateur and they're probably seeking more from a mic. That's fair. I personally don't think this would satisfy the sort of veteran radio DJs out there. Sometimes, particularly as a newbie to radio, you can get quite bogged down with audio features and not really knowing where to start. There's so many things out there to consider that it's just overwhelming, and sometimes that can put you off from starting. And again, it's clear that these two babies are designed with that exactly in mind. The functionality of the Wavo Pod is refreshingly straightforward. Its gain control doubles as a mute button when pressed instead of turned. The microphone allows seamless switching between omnidirectional and directional modes, and that's all just with a touch of a button. And that makes it perfect for transitioning from, say, an introduction to an interview style podcast. It's worth noting that the U-bracket contains an easily detachable base so that you can attach it, obviously. But of course the pod itself can directly connect to the arm without the need for a U-bracket.
Hey you, yes you, did you know you can start your very own radio station right now for free? Yes, for free. Simply click the link in the corner to start your 7-day free trial today.
And the bracket boasts a 1/4 inch side mounts on each side, meaning that you can easily attach other accessories, say a very slay ring light. For real-time monitoring and adjustments, the Wavo Pod contains a 3.5mm jack connector. Now, moving on to the boom arm, it is a little bit clunky. It was easy to assemble, but I would actually argue that the mic is more of an accessible find than the arm. Are you not keen on the colour combo? Well, in any case, you can swap out the default covers and change it from red to black seamlessly through the cable channel. This trusty desk clamp is designed with rubber on both sides, ensuring your desk remains completely unscathed. And my absolute favourite feature, it's the unnecessary but wonderful drinks holder. Thanks, Joby. Right, enough jibber-jabbering about all the features, let's talk sound quality. Now, you might have noticed that this whole time I was talking to you through the actual mic, so you are probably the best judge of the sound quality rather than I. Now, be aware it does pretty much pick up everything. Obviously, this can be sorted in post-production, but it's just worth mentioning that I have been able to hear every single inhalation through my nostrils thus far. No, but honestly, I personally think the sound quality for what it is pretty excellent. It's quite spot on. Let's just quickly try a little plosive test. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Good Lord, consider my tongue twisted. It's the perfect amateur entry point mic for the sound quality. Obviously the RRP is subject to change and it's different in the US and the UK, but personally when I last checked it, I found the price to be quite reasonable once I actually heard the quality of this thing. And I will say it has got exceptional quality for a quote-unquote basic mic. So there's definitely a lot to like about this kit. It's worth asking, do I personally recommend both the mic and the arm as a collective kit? Again, absolutely for beginners. It's pretty much a standard setup, all sorted, so you don't have to worry about anything. And again, for industry professionals, you're probably going to find more bang for your buck elsewhere because you're going to be seeking out more features. Do I recommend purchasing these separately? Probably not, to be honest. The mic is great, and I actually think the mic would work perfectly fine on its own. While I do think the boom arm is super handy, and again, I do love the Bevy Cub. I do. It is quite run-of-the-mill for a boom arm, and if anything, it's quite big. It is quite big. But yeah, I mean, while I wouldn't buy the boom arm on its own, it does work harmoniously with the pod mic, so I definitely recommend getting them as a set. Gamers, podcasters, radio hosts, ASMR dabblers, whatever your pleasure, I do think this is really great value for your money, particularly if it's like your first broadcast or your first YouTube video. In fact, I always recommend when you're just starting out to not invest in the highest quality, most convoluted, all the audio features equipment, because frankly, you're not going to know how to use them properly and you're not going to harness the features to the best of their ability. By firstly getting to grips with something a little bit more basic like this, you're going to naturally familiarise yourself with audio, and later on down the line you will want to graduate to something with more features. The more confident you get with audio stuff, the more you'll get to know about it and the more you'll know what features you need and require for your content. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed today's review. Please let us know if you checked out this piece of equipment. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Anyways, I'm off. Ta-ra!
And just before you go, have you ever thought about launching your very own internet radio station? Surprisingly, it's a lot easier than you may think, especially when you make the time to chat to myself or a member of the Radio.co team. To do just that, head to our website, Radio.co/demo, where I can talk about your plans, any questions you may have, and me and the team can really get you up to speed in launching your own internet radio station in literally minutes. It couldn't be easier. Why not check out some of our webinars, tutorials, help guides situated around me? Or why not visit our website, Radio.co, or even drop me an email, studio@radio.co. Until next time, take care and happy broadcasting.